Hello and welcome to a new episode of Nürburgring Blast. So this week, after we had the introduction of the Gran Turismo 1.40 patch, I thought, you know what, let's take another RenaultSport. We took one last week. Let's take the new one, the Clio V6, the 2000 style one. So that's phase 2. We'll take it around the Nürburgring and see how it does, and stick it on the leaderboard and see if it can beat a Megane. I doubt it, but you never know. Let's give it a shot. Let's hit it. Right, bouncing off the limiter into the final corner, double brakes, get it in, come on, a little bit of oversteer there. Right, up to third, we're going to go across the start-finish line, and then heavy on the brakes. Get that nose in, maybe a bit in a bit too much, clip the apex curve there, want to kind of be close to it, but not on it like we was there. Right, down we go, a little bit of a lift, and just about through there, probably a bit of a double lift there. Right. On the brakes in third, rear end wanting to come around there, understeer, 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 come on. Right, we're going to just try and hold a good rhythm through here. We can take curbs because we are in a road car. And there we go, that V6 singing, just sitting behind us, so it's literally in the seat behind us. So down we go and towards the flung plats. So I'm changing gear pretty much on sound and the shift lights down here, just because you can see the binnacles are pretty obscured by the summer sun right now, owing this to being a 2000s kind of car. Well, the interior was Mark II Clio, so that's mid to late 90s, so it's starting to show its age there. But yeah, 226 horsepower, most powerful Clio, well, production Clio ever made. It's not exactly fast down here, because although it does have that romantic V6 in the middle of the car, it isn't a very light car. Right, hard on the brakes, and deep into there, so we had to go 6th to 4th and then down to 3rd. Right, down through the foxholes. Let's see if gravity can help us accelerate a bit more. We'll take 5th. So the reason why we're driving this today is it's a new car in Gran Turismo Sport in patch 1.40. This and 4 other cars, and to me this is the one that speaks out to me out the pack. Some people may remember I used to have a liquid yellow Clio Sport 200. So yeah, liquid yellow V6 would probably be my option if I went for one. I'd go for a phase 2 just like this one. But they're going for a pretty penny. I think a few months ago I saw K-Tech Racing was selling a V6 Clio Phase 2 liquid yellow like this one, with low miles, I'd say. I think they were asking for £50,000. So I don't know what that is in dollars, but that's a lot of money for a car that's almost 20 years old. Whether I think it's worth that much, it probably is to a collector, but as just a pure car, probably not worth that much. Although I think if you've got one right now, the values are definitely on the way up. What's it like to drive? Well, it's pretty realistic to real life. Ooh, as we struggle with oversteer there. So what a lot of people saying in this car in real life, you get understeer. Once the understeer is gone, you know you're going to get oversteer, and that's kind of what this feels like at the moment. Quite a bit of snap oversteer, so we get understeer there, and then I just know it's coming. There we go. Right, dab of brakes, left foot. Didn't really want to hit the curb there, but we're through it. Right, into the power section now. So top of 3rd into 4th. This corner should be easy flat. And then we're going to look for our blue paint mark. Just there. Onto the brakes. We'll hold 3rd. It's quite a big corner here. 2nd's probably going to be a bit too short. And nice line through there. Right. So the rest of the power section here. So this bit's all uphill. I think this is where it's probably going to struggle a little bit in the Clio V6. Yeah, not really accelerating up this hill much. There we go, we will take 5th, but we're definitely not going to get anywhere near 6th. So I'm really enjoying this car. It's good fun. Being a road car, you can wrestle with it a bit more. You can be a bit more laissez-faire with it, shall we say. We can attack the curbs, run the curbs. Right, fourth, a little quick downshift and a little dab of brakes through that fast section there. Car was really starting to struggle in fifth there, so we're going to hold fourth. Yeah, don't think we're going to get to fifth by the time we get to braking zone. Down 2 gears, second gear, understeer, understeer, oversteer. That's what we like to see. It's just that understeer, you know what's going to come afterwards. You know there will be oversteer afterwards. You just got to wait for it. Back into the carousel. Right, just try and hold a good momentum through here. Onto the power, and there we go, out we come. So is this going to be a fast lap? Probably not. Is it going to be faster than the RenaultSport Megane 275? So that's a car that we had on last week. So it's 2 RenaultSport cars in a row. I don't think it's going to be as fast as that. Although I feel a bit more comfortable in pushing this than I did in the Megane. It seems to have a bit better front bite. Up down to third. Oversteer as we come over the crest. I just don't think it's as fast, but it's nice to have 2 liquid yellow RenaultSport cars in a row on Nürburgring Blast this year. So, taking the curb there. Right, having to switch from left foot braking to right foot braking there to get the third change there. We're just going to touch the limiter. There's no point in going to fourth there because we're going to be going all downhill through this section. Left foot brake, get that front wheel on that curb there. Use all the exit through here. Come on the power. Power. That's sometimes where this car feels a bit lackluster, is in the power department. The V6, it's got a broad power range. Like, doesn't feel like it's lacking in the top or bottom end. It's just lacking overall. It just feels a bit, I'd say, dull. It doesn't feel like a fizzy V6. It's just a bit, it's just not very lively. But I suppose the bodywork of this car makes up for it, those wide arches. We'll take fifth as we go through the off-camber sections here. Just clipping those nicely. Right, coming up to the final section. Down to fourth, a little bit deep into there, very deep into there. Need to brake a little bit earlier. We'll take third, but we'd have to go back down to, take fourth, but we had to get back down to third for the second carousel. This is what I mean, that snap oversteer, that could have been off into the barriers within seconds. A little bit of left foot brake, we'll hold fourth all the way around here. Trying to get a good line onto the Dottinger. Come on. Right, now this is all going to be about gear changes. Up to fifth. Are we going to get sixth? We might get sixth down here. Right, just going to try and trace the line of least resistance all the way down here. Yeah, we'll take sixth. As I say, I can't see the instrument cluster down there because of the shadow, but we will go up to sixth. Right, gonna go up underneath the Bilstein Bridge, and we're almost there. We're in the last section of the course, last couple of corners. It's gonna be flat out, are they? It's gonna be tricky. The rear end's coming round. We're on the brakes. Fourth, down to third, back down to second. We're on the curb. Whew, that's pretty hectic. Final corner on the power. Right, we're going to take third and across the line. There we go. Right, whew. Let's see what kind of lap time we've got there. So let's pop it up. 8 minute 34. So not too bad. I'll pop up the leaderboard in a minute. But that was Nürburgring Blast in the Clio V6. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know as well. If there's any cars that you'd like to see, again, pop it in the comments below and we'll get to them. And until the next time, have a good one.